Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Scenic English. If you enjoy learning about English while exploring different destinations, you've come to the right place. Sit back, relax, and let's begin today's adventure. Welcome back, everyone. Today we'll be checking out a zoo. Specifically, we're going to be exploring the Reed Park Zoo in Tucson, Arizona. Starting from up above, we'll be zooming on into the Tucson, Arizona area. It's about 2 to 2.5 hours southeast of Phoenix, and more specifically, we're going to be looking here at the blue dot, which is the Reed Park Zoo. The first section was dedicated to South American animals, and for the opening feature, it would be these beautiful Chilean flamingos. Although named Chilean, they can also be found in other South American countries. Looking online, I found some expressions and proverbs involving the flamingo, one of them being, "A flamingo's beauty lies not just in its feathers, but in its stillness." Also, "Stand tall and elegant like the flamingo, even when the waters beneath you are uncertain." Moving along in the South American section, found an animal I have never seen nor even heard of before. This is one of 3 varieties of screamers. This is called the crested screamer, with the dark feathers as well as the very bright feet. Unfortunately, after I started recording, it started doing its scream, and yes, it's quite loud. Nearby, the very popular as well, capybara, having its early breakfast treat. Strolling along, I noticed this banana tree, and then also out of the corner of my eye, I saw that there are bananas growing. Additionally, I noticed at the very bottom was the very large and beautiful banana flower, which I discovered is actually also edible as well. Now this one is a very unique animal. This one is called a rhea. If you notice similarities to an ostrich, yes, they are distantly related to 2 different African ostriches, as well as the Australian emu. But if you'd like to see a real ostrich, stay tuned for later in the video. These spider monkeys were having plenty of fun on this day. A couple expressions we have are monkey business, meaning you're doing silly or dishonest behavior. Also, monkeying around, which means to do things that are not useful or serious. This unique animal is called a tapir. If you look closely at its nose, you'll be able to see that it moves a lot. It's actually able to move in all directions. It also acts as an additional ability to get food because it can stretch out to grab plants or foliage that its mouth cannot reach. Where is Bella or Bella? Well, right by the water. Fortunately, she was out and about, so we were able to get a good glimpse of her. And of course, there are several sayings involving cats, one of them being "cat caught your tongue," meaning that you are unusually quiet, and the other one being a copycat, meaning someone who just mimics or repeats someone else's actions or words. For another feature, the zoo also has these otters, which were, as usual, busy playing around during their time the people were watching. If you go back to your Lion King days, you'll remember Timon, the meerkat. And here they do actually have a couple of them on display here at the zoo. No introduction necessary here. And behind the lion, in the distance there, you can see the lioness taking a break. Here we see a peacock basically antagonizing a baby giraffe, and the baby giraffe trying to stand its ground as well. Getting another glimpse of the giraffes here at the zoo. This one's grabbing a snack that the animal caretakers have put out for him. In terms of the heat, it wasn't too bad today, but the park does have this very nice feature of this misting device for a nice cool down. Here we have a great glimpse of a rhinoceros. In English expression, we'll typically use it in the short form of a rhino. As you can see here, peacocks also fan their feathers out as a way to intimidate and show status. You can see it's trying to chase away the other peacock in this video segment. Moving along on our path, we come across these animal giants. Here we have a group of elephants. An expression in English that is still common today is the elephant in the room. It refers to a subject that needs to be discussed, it's unpleasant, and it's blatantly obvious, but nobody wants to talk about it. Kind of like having an elephant in the room, but nobody wants to admit it. Here we have one of the tortoises they have on display. Tortoise is different from a turtle, it's much bigger. And the most famous of them all probably is the story of the tortoise and the hare. As promised earlier, did reach the exhibit with the ostriches along with zebras. Now, as you can see, compared to the rhea that we saw earlier, ostriches can grow quite tall. Males can get up to 9 feet in height, which is quite impressive. And in this exhibit here, again, they had the interaction between the two species of the ostriches and the zebras. There was also a stare down between these two, but the zebra eventually gave up. Thank you again, as always, for your time. And one last expression: when you're proud of something you've done or have, you can say you're as proud as a peacock. See you next time.